My name's Paul Phare. I'm from Energy for All. You'll find out more about me and that organisation a bit later. So, first of all, welcome to what we hope will be a very exciting opportunity for people in Northern Ireland. So really, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Stephen Agnew, who's going to come and have a few words with us from the Green Party.
Thank you very much, and I'm genuinely delighted and thankful to Energy Solutions, Energy for All, in particular to Andrew McMurray for inviting me to speak today, which is, in my view, it is an exciting opportunity, an exciting development for Northern Ireland, and something I've been keen to see happening for a while. So I'm delighted that all things I talk about, somebody's actually putting into action. So thank you for that. It makes me sound like it has some effect. Shortly after being elected to the Assembly last year, I was privileged to be asked to chair the all-party group on cooperatives and mutuals. And when we had our first planning meeting to see what issues we should discuss, I was pretty keen that the first issue had to be energy. It's a recurring theme in my work in the Assembly, both as Assembly member but also as a member of the Committee for Enterprise, Trade and Investment. And we have the twin pressures of rising energy costs and the need to switch to a low carbon economy. And with that, I think it's clear that energy policy will be key to whether or not we prosper as a society. As leader of the Green Party in Northern Ireland, I consistently argued that as well as challenges which we face in this regard, that there are opportunities in moving towards a low carbon economy. Opportunities which we've argued that can be good for the economy, good for people and good for the environment. Investment in low carbon technologies can create jobs in industries which Northern Ireland is very strong in, including the likes of manufacturing and engineering. And trying to get that message out there that, again, that the investment in renewables is an opportunity. It will bring benefits, particularly at a time when much of the economy is either stagnant or in decline. Renewables and green technologies and services are a growing sector. As well as the economic benefits, of course, there are environmental benefits to going to a low carbon economy. Through increasing energy efficiency and moving towards more sustainable forms of energy, we can ensure that we reduce our carbon emissions in line with our targets under the UK Climate Act. However, I said that this transition can and should be good for the economy, good for people and good for the environment. And sometimes I feel that where we're not selling the benefits is how moving towards green energy can be good for people. Now, I believe that in the long term, the switch to low carbon technologies will benefit people because we can get stability in energy prices. We're only too aware of the rising costs of oil and gas, and that's only going to continue as those resources become increasingly scarce. The price is only going to continue to rise. But people, I don't believe, have sufficiently seen the direct benefits of renewable energy, particularly if we look to the west of the province, where wind farms have appeared almost literally in people's backyards. Now, while I personally view wind turbines as elegant structures and as a positive symbol of clean energy production, this is not a view shared by all. And I don't just want renewable energy wind farms to go up and to be tolerated. I want them to be cherished. But however, if you feel a wind farm is imposed on you without your input, without your consent, and most importantly, without you having a stake in it, you may well resent it. The Fermanagh Trust has produced a great piece of research that has shown that Northern Ireland hasn't adequately ensured that we've got the sufficient benefit for the community from the wind term. From many of the wind farms we have in Northern Ireland, though I should say it doesn't apply to all. We must ensure we get maximum community benefit from wind and other renewable technologies. The Fermanagh Trust concluded that one of the ways in doing this is ensuring there's a community fund and a minimum level at which the community's recompensed. But even better than a community fund is for the community to have a stake. And that brings me back to the first meeting of the all-party group on cooperatives and mutuals since I became chair. At that event we heard from Bay Wind Energy on how they had established Energy for All so the communities could have a stake through community-owned wind turbines. At that time, though, that was something we were talking about as something that was happening over there on GB. It wasn't something taking place in Northern Ireland. I'm delighted to say with the launch of this project today that won't be the case for too long. What Andrew McMurray has created with the help of Energy for All and what is being launched here today is a new cooperative business, not privately owned and run on your behalf, but a democratic social enterprise that invites you to get involved in the renewables revolution. By becoming a member of the new cooperative and owning share in the new enterprise, we can all benefit collectively and individually. By becoming engaged in this new enterprise, we can lay the foundations for what could become a new model of doing business in Northern Ireland. One where you get the financial rewards, where the profits remain in the local economy, and where you have a genuine stake in our future. And importantly in that, where the profits and the benefit is shared as widely as possible, rather than the profits being maintained by the few. So thank you all very much for listening. I'm looking forward to hearing more about this project, and all going well, I'm looking forward to become a stakeholder myself. Thank you very much.